Hi, welcome to the Planetary Astrology New Moon Forecast for February 2025. This is the Maha Shivaratri New Moon, and I'm in the city of Lord Shiva himself, Varanasi. So the moon is waning, the energy diminishing, getting darker. How are you feeling? The moon is waning, and on February 27th at 4:44 p.m. Pacific time, the moon will conjoin the sun and then begin to wax again. Feeling like you're at a turning point, maybe sensing a chapter is coming to a close or something new that has to begin. This is a very powerful spiritual portal we're in right now. This new moon marks the night of Lord Shiva, and it's at the forefront. It heralds a very complex and stormy astrological season. For the next about 2 months, we're looking at some pretty powerful lineups of planets that include Mercury retrograde, Venus retrograde, eclipses, all happening next month in March. So this new moon is sort of the beginning of the lunar cycle that brings us into this transformation, and it is a powerful new moon indeed. This is the new moon that comes right after Shivaratri, the night of Lord Shiva, when it's said that a spiritual energy awakens on the earth, and through prayers, rituals, saying mantra like Om Namah Shivaya, you can access this energy of transformation and liberation. Shivaratri actually falls on the 25th of February, and in the United States, and the 26th here in India. And it's a night in which people stay up all night. Usually it's a lot of gathering together as well and celebration, but also a lot of austerities like fasting, prayer, saying mantra, singing kirtan. The power of Lord Shiva is to release attachment, to allow things to just be, so that we can find an inner fortitude, something eternal within to fall back on, to reconnect with. That's our core strength, our spirit, our soul. So there's some kind of eternal wisdom within this new moon. And it's actually in the nakshatra of Shatabisha nakshatra, the star of 100 healers, something eternal, something beyond. You know, they say that in Varanasi, Lord Yama, the Lord of death and endings, cannot enter to take the souls of those who die here. It's only Lord Shiva that takes them to liberation. And it's like this: when we call in Lord Shiva, the limitations of our karmas, the entrapments of illusion and of death, no longer matter, and something eternal and powerful is awakened within. So this new moon has so much blessing within it to reconnect with who you truly are, your true empowered soul. These birds. And Mars, the red planet of war and willpower and courage as well, has just come out today. It's happening, of his retrograde, and he's going to start moving forward again. Mars turning direct has the power to get us out of a rut if we're in one. This retrograde has been going on since December. It's aligned with a lot of very big shakeups and not peaceful energy. So Mars getting back into forward motion I think it's a positive turning point. It can feel like a new chapter opening too. Mercury, the planet of communications, is also changing signs. On this new moon, he's moving from Aquarius to sidereal Pisces, where he's considered to be debilitated or weakened, although he's joining an exalted Venus. So this is a powerful combination for artists, for poets, for musicians. Very inspiring time, especially because Rahu, the head of the snake that causes eclipses, is also in Pisces, which brings innovation and passion, drive. Especially as we see in March, we're going to have Venus retrograde and Mercury retrograde, both in Pisces, with Rahu and eclipses happening on them. Relationships, finances, And also, depending on how Venus affects your chart personally, it may have some big disrupting and also renewing qualities to it. Venus is a planet ultimately of renewal and rebirth, and her Venus retrograde process is a statement of that. As she dives down into the sun in March, she's going to be going towards her death as evening star. On March 22nd or so, she crosses the sun, and then she rises again as morning star in April. So something is definitely gearing up for a big change in March and April. And if you're ready for a new chapter, if you're ready to let go of old karmic patterns, of old maybe ways of relating, of core beliefs that don't make sense anymore, this is such a great time to start to do it, because this is the night of inner liberation. Here in Varanasi, there's a very important temple, the Kashi Vishwanath temple for Lord Shiva. And many pilgrims are coming now from the Maha Mela to visit this temple and to spend time near it for this Shivaratri. So there's a lot of powerful spiritual energy here right now. So let's just ask the cards and see what the cards have to say about what this new moon and Shivaratri will bring. So the first card that came through is the art card, Temperance. That balance of fire and water, getting things in the right order. You know, we are really maybe sensing that some things are changing. We're at the edge, like I said, of a new chapter with this new moon. And Shatabisha offers an understanding of the details of what really is happening and how to create something new out of it. And the 10 of Pentacles or coins, actually we have two 10s, and with the 10 of Wands, so two 10s, it's very powerful. The end of a chapter, 10 is the highest number, and it often, something has reached a breaking point. Some karma has been finished, which is essentially what is happening when we give it up when we surrender, when we give it up. Part of that process in Shivaratri is the surrender of whatever burdens we're carrying, the baggage, the karma, so that we don't have to hold it anymore. And maybe there's a point where you've gotten where there's just no way to hold certain things anymore. If it's in relationship or with financial issues, work-related issues, there's a way here to completely transform what goes beyond the 10s as a new beginning, a rebirth. Enough is enough. It's time to step out of the rut, to let go of the dead weight, to allow for magic and transformation to occur. It just can't go on in the same way. Place it down and offer it at the feet of the earth, at the edge of a river, or into a fire. Imagine what you would be without those core shaping beliefs that bind you. Imagine what you could be without the weight that you have become so accustomed to. There is no end to the possibilities. Okay, thanks for coming to the Anandashri Astrology New Moon Forecast. Happy Shivaratri. And you can book a reading with me online. I do offer tarot readings and Vedic astrology readings, and I will be opening a few more slots in March. Be sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel, get on my newsletter if you haven't already, and I will see you soon. I'm headed up to the mountains right after Shivaratri, so I will see you up there, and take care.